नमस्ते दोस्तों। इट्स अ संडे मॉर्निंग एंड मैं पायल आप सबका स्वागत करती हूँ मेरे शो चाय वाली चैट विद पायल पे। उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आप सब स्वस्थ और सुरक्षित हैं। वेल, आई वांट टू विश ऑल ऑफ यू अ वेरी हैप्पी एंड प्रॉस्परस न्यू ईयर 2021. So, let us talk about our guest for the day. He was born in Kolkata and raised in a small town called Naini, which is in Allahabad. Being from a small town, he always had the hunger to know more and the warmth to connect with people. He studied in a Christian missionary school in the beginning, and later he moved to a government Hindi medium school where he studied from class 6 to class 12. He later moved to Kolkata, where he studied in Jadavpur University. He had a sound professional career in PwC, but he always wanted to do something of his own. He finally started his own venture, Magne Consulting. So let us welcome the CEO and growth strategist of Yours Digitally, Mr. Mitul Das. Welcome to my show, sir. Good morning, and I wish you a very happy new year.
Thank you, Payal, and a very, very warm morning to you as well. And wishing you and all your family members and everybody who is listening to this show a very, very happy new year 2021, especially after what we all have gone through in 2020. I think it's important to have a fun-filled, hope-filled, love-filled, warmth-filled 2021. So yeah, so happy to be a part of your show, Payal, and thank you so much for the introduction. Thank you, Payal.
Thank you so much, sir. हम सब जानते हैं कि छोटी छोटी बातों से यादें बनती हैं। एंड सर, यू हैव स्पेंट अ मेजर पार्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ इन इलाहाबाद, वेयर यू हैव स्पेंट योर चाइल्डहुड, योर स्कूल लाइफ. सो आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू टू शेयर अ स्टोरी ऑफ योर चाइल्डहुड जिसे आप याद करके आज भी हंसते हैं.
Okay, so this is very interesting, Payal. I think it's good to get nostalgic at times, and your question takes me, back to the down memory lanes. जैसे आपने बोला, I come from Naini. It's a junction. It's a junction where train stops, but not everybody is aware that there is this small hamlet in Uttar Pradesh by the name of Naini. So since I grew up from there, and we had a very interesting childhood. हमारे सबके पापा लोग एक ही जगह नौकरी करते थे, एक ही तरह का नौकरी करते थे, सबका घर एक तरह का था. So we had a very fun, interesting time. But I think the one story which still makes me laugh or gives me a smile is that मैं और मेरा एक और दोस्त, हम लोग दोनों घर वापस आ रहे थे, and we had this बेर वाला भैया who had put a ठेला for the bears. So he used to sell bears. So berries, as you call it in English. And that was the time, I don't know how it happens now, but in those times, we always used to wait for Saraswati Puja before we used to eat those berries. So it was a taboo to touch the berries before the puja would have happened. So the puja had just happened a couple of days back, and me and my friend were coming in, and we saw this guy with the thela wala, and we said, let's have some beers. So I don't know what struck me. I told my friend कि तू एक काम कर, तू उसके साथ बार्गेन करना चालू करना, और जब तक तू उससे बात करेगा उसका ध्यान बटा रहेगा, मैं धीमे धीमे करके एक एक बेर अपने जेब में भर लूंगा. 10-12 बेर हो जाएंगे, फिर साथ में खाएंगे, मस्ती से खाएंगे, because we did not have money. So the plan was set. We went there. बेर वाले भैया got engaged by my friend. He kept on asking कितने के बेर है, क्या है, क्यों है, कैसे है, कहाँ से लाए हो, and I was like busy looking at both of them talking and picking one by one and putting in my pocket. We were almost done. The mission was successful. It was almost a picture perfect mission. Nobody had any inkling of what's happening, but suddenly, as they say, you can't really be too greedy, and you can't really be too greedy. So I was almost filled to the brim with the beers in my pocket, but I still wanted to have one more. मुझे दूर से एक और बेर दिख रहा था जो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था. So मैंने बोला लास्ट चांस लेते हैं, and I took that beer and was trying to get it in my pocket my pocket was not ready to take any further. And so a couple of bear fell on the ground. By the time the thela wala, who obviously was suspicious कि ये लोग इतना time क्यों waste कर रहे हैं मेरे साथ, checked on me and he figured out my pocket filled with bear, and then he caught hold of me. मेरा दोस्त भाग गया, and there was another disaster to this story. And मेरा दोस्त भाग के घर में जाके बोला मैं तुमको पकड़ लिया है बेर वाले भैया ने, वो बेर चोरी करने की कोशिश कर रहा था. So by the time my mom came in to bring out the happiness out of my life, I was standing in front of the bear wala, holding my ears like this, कि कभी चोरी नहीं करूँगा, कभी चोरी नहीं करूँगा. So that was an event which was very memorable. Moral of the story: if you are stealing something, steal it with elegance. Don't overdo it. So I've always remembered that in my life. So yeah, Payal, so that was a quick small story for your viewers. Still brings a lot of happiness. Just what I wanted to also highlight to this story was that life, while we were growing younger in our childhood, it was fun. We had little of everything, but we had a lot of love in our life. On the contrary, today I see kids having a lot of everything, but very little of love and warmth. So I think that is the reason I think we still remember our childhood.
And moreover, nowadays, like the way we used to interact with friends and go out with friends, return with friends in group. So I think these days, the school bus and the pool car concepts have actually demolished all these things. So children these days do not have a proper childhood, I believe.
Yes. No, you are absolutely right, Payal. I think I would say it's a phenomena of overexposure. The kids have got overexposure to internet, money, like you said, too much they've got too much of abundance of resources. So that fun has gone out somewhere.
Wonderful. So it was very nice listening to your childhood story. So moving on to our second round, where we talk about where you are a successful man, you have achieved a lot in life, as we say. So now you're in say cloud 9, and but then there must have been some incident in your life which you consider as a turning point. So maybe your journey was not the same all through. So I would like to share the story with my audience, which you think is a turning point in your life.
This was like while I was doing my graduation and I wanted to get into my next step or next milestone in my career. I had opted to do MCA, which was the Masters of Computer Application. I had filled all the forms possible. So I was giving my written entrance test. I had given Delhi University. I had flopped. I had given Motilal Nehru Engineering College, which was the one of the known colleges in Allahabad. I could not get through. So I had given JNU. I could not get through. I gave Delhi University. I could not get through. I gave BHU. I could not get through. So Jadavpur University was the last exam I was giving for that season. और तब तक में मेरे कॉन्फिडेंस की धज्जियां उड़ चुकी थी because I was a good student. I was ranked 5th in Allahabad University. So I knew what I was giving and what I was doing. But something was not clicking. Something was not cracking. So I went to Jadavpur University. I still remember Calcutta में मेरा seat पड़ा था. So I had traveled all the way from Allahabad to Calcutta to give the exam. And I don't know whether the viewers will believe in this story or not. When the paper came in, it was a 2-hour paper where there were 20 questions to answer. And in the first 1 hour, when the bell rang, so after every 1 hour, there was a bell which used to ring. So in the first 1 hour, I only had done 3 or 4 questions. And that too, I was not very sure how many were accurate. So I went out for a glass of water because that was a break. I still remember, I said, what's going on? क्यों नहीं हो रहा है मेरे से? क्या इतनी बड़ी बात है? मैं class में, I've been so good a student every time. Am I going to miss this opportunity also? Something happened. I believe in God. So they say, I told my prayers. I just said, I just want to give this exam in a beautiful manner. I don't care whether I'm selected or not. I just want to do my best. And suddenly something happened. It felt like कुछ एक दिल से उतर गया. I came back to my seat, and in the next 1 hour, I could complete another 13 questions. So, which meant that I had actually cracked 17 out of 20. And by the time the results came, I knew I will get through, because in a competition exam, if you're crossing 50% or more, it's good. I got a 6th rank, All India rank of 6, got to Jadavpur University. So I always think it's a turning point in my life, because Jadavpur University not only gave me the backbone of what I am today, but it also taught me so you became a person of a different planet. So coming from Naini, Allahabad, studying in the local school colleges, and then coming to a larger ocean like Jadavpur University, it taught me what it had to teach me. So I think that's a turning point in my life. And again, morale of the whole thing was, at times we overdo things. We kind of push ourselves to so much of expectation, to so much of expectation that we cannot perform well. So that particular minute where I thought that I don't care whether I'll get or not, but let me do my work in a good manner. And trust me, Payal, today also, while I work or while I run an agency or while I do my business, I always keep thinking that let me give my best. I'll not really care too much about how the results will be. Not an easy thing to achieve, but I think something which can really, really make you a solid performer in the days.
Wonderful. That was really inspiring, because, I have seen आजकल के generation में people lose confidence very easily. So they are not able to clear one examination and they lose confidence. There are some people who go to extremes like committing suicide. So, but then you being such a good student, but still you were not able to crack so many examinations. And finally, Jadavpur University was the last hope for you. But you still did not give up. So that was something which I think, our generation, our people, we should all learn that we should never lose hope. We should never give up on our confidence.
Right. And I would just like to add to this what आपने आपके program के शुरू में बोला, going with the flow. This is something which no school, no college, no book teaches you. But I think if you can build your life with that, it's not easy. Yesterday, 31st of December, where a lot of us were celebrating the new year, my car broke down very close to the Dakshineshwar. So I was coming back from a thing and the car broke down all of a sudden. It was 9:15 in the night. And then finally, with calling the crane and towing the car and going back to the garage, I came home at 2:45 in the night. And I celebrated my New Year, which is 12 o'clock in the night, with the crane driver, whose name was Golu, and I still remember it. So Golu and I were standing in the Bombay Road. That thing was moving. 2.5 hours, it was standstill. Nothing was moving because there was no entry in Calcutta yesterday. Suddenly, we saw sparkle in the sky. Golu told me, sir, ये नया साल हमेशा याद रहेगा. ना आप अपने घर पे हो, ना मैं अपने घर पे हूँ. चलिए हम दोनों ही celebrate कर लेते हैं. And I actually offered him a fag. I took a fag, and we both of us were watching the sky. Due to Corona, we could not hug each other but it was so emotional that I could have almost hugged him actually. But then, this is what life gives you. It's your choice. I mean, you can crib, you can grudge. Ki hobe amar, what will happen to me? Kaise hoga? Mera to sab chala gaya. 31st night, main kya karu? Or you think that it was, a new person, Golu, who was, you were destined to have your good time with. So you go on. So living with the flow, I guess, gives you a lot in life.
Great. Sir, and let's move on to our third round, where, we all talk about success, speaking in the lines from what we were discussing just a few minutes back. So, we all want to be successful. Hum sab successful hona chahte hain. We want to earn a lot of money, lot of name and fame for all of us. But, we really don't talk about challenges. When we become successful, we forget the challenges, we forget the struggles. So, I would like to know from you, ऐसी कोई incident आपकी life की, which was a challenge, which was a difficulty for you, but you overcame that challenge and it matured you as a human being.
I think very prominent one, a lot of it keeps coming every time in our life, but the very prominent one which gave me an understanding of what life is all about is very early in my stage while I was giving my class 10th examination, which is the board exam. And that was the year where Kalyan Singh government was basically ruling in Uttar Pradesh. And if you go back and check Google, you will see that was a dreaded year, which was 1992, where Kalyan Singh had promised that he will not allow cheating to happen in Uttar Pradesh because he took a pledge. So it was an awesome time for all the students. So I was giving the examination, and I remember very clearly after my maths exam, which was my first exam, and my second exam, which was English exam, there was a 13 days or 14 days of gap for some reason. And I actually had a very bad fever in that phase. So much so that the doctor said that, you cannot give your examination. My mom was completely taken aback. Dad, everybody in the family. Then one of the doctors who came in and said, no, exam de sakta hai, lekin wo पढ़ नहीं पाएगा, अभी कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ पाएगा, because अगर मैं उसके बुखार को कम कर देता हूं तो उसका the entire thing will come on in his head. He will actually develop a brain fever. So the fever has to remain, and he can just sleep and give the exam on a sick bed if he can. So I still remember those 5 last of 8-9 days when mom used to take a English literature or a language book and notes and used to, just mumble something. I almost was half asleep. I was listening to some, not listening to some. But I gave the exam. It was a tough one. I did not take a sick bed. I said, no, I'll manage. In my literature, which was English 1 paper, I actually slept for more than 1.5 hours in the 2.5 hours of exam. The invigilator used to come every time, used to knock me, say, kuch to likh lo beta, pass kaise karoge? And I still remember that. And then when the results came out, I passed. Actually, I passed, and I actually got a first division. I remember the passing marks was 33, and I actually scored. So both the literature and languages, I actually combinedly scored a percentage of 37, and which was a shocker for everybody who knew me, because I came from a Christian missionary background and I was okay in English. I was good in English, but I passed, and I passed with first division. Morale, what I learned with this experience was, we make milestones, because, and I'll tell you why this was such a big loss, big stumbling block in my life, because people expected me to be scoring a very high standard in my first board exam. I was looked upon in my pada और मेरे घर पे कि ये कुछ करेगा, इसका नाम पेपर में आएगा. So हमारे टाइम पे उस वक्त गेजेट्स हुआ करते थे कि गेजेट में उसका नाम निकलेगा टॉप 50 या टॉप 100 बच्चों में से. कुछ भी नहीं हुआ पायल, बट एक चीज मैंने सीखा कि कुछ टाइम पे you really need to assess what has really happened with you. So when I assessed myself, there were too many bads, but there was one good, that I could actually cross the bridge. Yes. At times, crossing the bridge is important, and get yourself energized to get to the next bridge, which I think we don't do many a times. We get so, caught up in crossing one bridge that if we can't do it well, we just don't want to get to the next bridge. That actually took off the entire craze of chasing numbers at a very early age and at a very early time of my career. And that has always helped me as a professional. So yeah, so that's my story.
That was really inspiring. So let's move on to our fourth round, where we'll be talking about friends. हम सब life की बातें करते हैं और friends play a major role in our lives. So I would like to know from you, आपके life में दोस्तों की क्या importance है? And if you could share some stories about you and your friends.
I think I'm very blessed, and I believe in this philosophy. I don't know whether you've read it. There's a book by Robin Sharma which says, "How many will cry when you die?" And that's the motto of my life. I have always believed it's all about the connects which you make in your life. It's all about the friends which you make in your life. So I've been extremely lucky right from my childhood. I had a very good set of friends who still remain with me. A lot of them still remain with me. I keep connecting with them time and again. The one very recent story which comes to my mind is that I was in Delhi with my kid. He was giving an All India exam, and one of my friend, who is my childhood friend, who lives in Delhi. So I had just WhatsApped him saying, I'll be in Delhi, so just in case we can meet. And this guy just asked me which hotel would you be? And I gave my hotel details. So the next day morning, I leave my kid to his examination center, come back to my hotel room, and after an hour or so, I hear a knock. Somebody's knocking the door. I open the door and there's Upendra standing. That's the name of my friend, by the way. And I said, from where? I mean, तूने phone भी नहीं किया था मेरे को, तू आ रहा है? बोला नहीं किया, चला आया. I said, what's this? You should have told me. He said, nahi, I wanted to meet you, and I was feeling that you wanted to meet me as well. So I took a chance. And I did not want to spoil the surprise. I did not want to create that entire planning कि मैं इतने बजे आऊंगा, तू रहना, मैं रहूंगा, and all that. मैं सोचा चला आता हूँ, मिल जाओगे. And we had a gala time. We spent the whole morning because my kid had exams till evening. He accompanied me to the examination center, waited till my kid came out, took a photograph with him because my kid and his team had actually aced that exam. It was a quiz contest at All India level. Then he took us to a place, we ate a bit, and then he dropped us to the airport. Reason why this memory lingers is because nowadays क्या होता है ना, हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा synthetic हो गए हैं. If I am your friend and you are my friend, we'll try to impose that on each other. मैं आपको हमेशा बताने की कोशिश करूंगा कि मैं आपका दोस्त हूँ, मैंने आपके लिए ये किया, आपने मेरे लिए क्या किया. But actually, true friendship is like a shadow. It's muted, it's voiceless. It just stays with you. So yeah, so I've been lucky, beautiful friends in my life, and thank you, Upendra, once more through this show for being there in Delhi when I needed it. So yeah, so that's how it is. Bye.
I'm sure when Upendra sir will be listening to this, he'll be extremely happy because he'll just feel that unplanned plan was the best. So moving on to our next round, which I say, Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar. And at times we face situation where we feel hum haar chuke hain. We can't do anything more. Things are not in our control, and we just lose hope. We just lose all our faith in God. I would just like to, twist my question a little bit and put it in this way: that any incident where you thought you lost everything, you lost the show, things are not in your control, but you struggled your way out, and you actually made the game turn in favor of you.
When I had joined one of the largest consulting firms in India, PricewaterhouseCoopers. So I started my career in Bangalore, then I moved to Hyderabad, and then finally I came to Calcutta. I was one of the privileged few to be a part of PwC and its network. But like it happens with everybody, the initial days of PwC was always very tough because you're being tested, you're being evaluated, you're being validated. So we were a group of people who had joined new to the organization, and we all were going through this. So everybody I was seeing that was losing their focus, and like it happens, ना हमको होता है जब भी हमारे ऊपर प्रेशर आता है तो हमको लगता है ये मेरे साथ ही क्यों हो रहा है, पता नहीं मेरी किस्मत खराब है, और लोगों के साथ तो ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ. So they tend to really think of shortcuts, And I always believed that ये ठीक हो जाएगा. This is just a phase. It was not easy as I'm telling you right now, because it took a lot of confidence to say this, because it was really tough. But I kept my focus on. I said, I'm good. I know I am good. So sooner or later, they will also know that I am good. So it is just a testing time. And suddenly there was one, project activity which had come up. There was nobody that day to do it. My project manager, and I really hope he remembers it. And that was my first Jamai Shoshti. So it was my first Jamai Shoshti, and people in Bengal would know what Jamai Shoshti and how big it is. for the mother-in-laws to show their love for their son-in-laws. So it was the Jamai Shashti, and I was all ready to pack my bag after the office and rush to my in-laws. My in-laws are from Bardhaman. And before I could even go to my project manager and say that I want to leave a bit early, he said, Mitul, you have not been getting some good work for quite long. There is a small opportunity. The only problem is that I don't have anybody to implement it. Today is Friday. It's 4 o'clock right now. The work needs to get completed by Monday. Would you take it up? It was a call. It had to be taken. And I said, give me 5 minutes. I went on the phone, called up my wife and said, look, I'm not coming today. I've got this opportunity. I want to take it. Of course, I'm not saying what she said, but because that's not very, that's very censored. But then I came back to my project manager. I said, I'm okay. Let's do it. And you'll not believe, I in fact had all my dress and everything in my office bag. So we just forgot it. And from Friday evening to almost Sunday morning, we were on that job. I kind of used the office guest house to sleep in the middle of the work. And then Monday we delivered. It was a massive hit. By the time the entire team came back, they saw change. They suddenly saw the not so wanted Mitul is now, becoming the toast of the town. Yeah, and it was very well appreciated by the client. And so much so that it actually paved my path to be overseas for a couple of years because of that project and because of that work we did. So I don't know whether this is Sikandar, but I understand that that initial amount of stress allowed me to get myself prepared and ready. And I was so ready that when the movement came in, I kind of said, I will take it. So yeah, so that's the story which I remember very clearly today while I speak to you.
Great. So that's what, many of us are not able to take the call at the right time. I think the right decision at the right time. So that is important.
Right.
Great. So guys, I'm sure you are loving the talk show and you are loving talking to and listening to Mitul sir. But then it is time for our 6th and final round. Aane wala pal jaane wala hai. And sir, I would request you to share a message हमारे newer generation, हमारे younger generation के साथ, so that they feel motivated and they keep inspiring themselves.
So when I hear this word younger generation, I feel older and I don't want to feel old. So that's one. Number 2 is I think honestly I don't think I'm the one who can give a message out because I'm still learning. But yeah, if I have to share one of my biggest experience. When you look at life at your deathbed, जब आप मरने वाले हो और अपनी जिंदगी के बारे में सोच रहे हो, तो आपके आंखों के सामने, आपके जहन में केवल 7 और 8 मेमोरीज आती हैं जो आपने जिंदगी में किया है. मतलब 70 years, 80 years when you're dying, you're only thinking about those 8 or 10 memories which has made your life. So life is all about creating those memories. It's not about how much of money you earn. It's not about the house you live in. It's not about the car you drive. It's not about the number you have got in your JEE main or JEE advance. Now, I'm not saying all of these are not important. They're definitely important, but only give them that much of importance. The rest, focus on building memories in your life. And if you can do that, you will be a happy individual, which I think is foremost in this journey.
So I would like to clap for the wonderful message that you have shared. I am feeling very motivated and inspired. It was lovely talking to you. I mean, I really don't want to end the show, but we are time bound. I would request all of you, all my viewers, all my audience to stay tuned to our channel till the time we meet again next Sunday morning. Till then, take care and wish you a wonderful day ahead. And sir, wish you a wonderful day ahead too. Enjoy your day.
Thank you so much. It was lovely connecting with you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye-bye.